Hi everybody, I'm back, and I just wanted to, this video is not anything to do with the installation or how to use the product. What I am going to talk about is the features that I've given you and why. I decided to use a Windows 10 based system because the Android based units, the media program is a cut down version of what I can offer on Windows. It's a smaller version, it's half the size, the file's half the size of the file I'm using, which means it doesn't have all the bells and whistles mine does. That was my initial reason for going with the Windows based program. The other thing too is the Windows program is just a lot better. The Android program, when you're using an Amazon Fire Stick, that's a third-party piece of equipment. So even though you've broken it and you're watching free stuff on it, it's still Amazon property. Amazon's catching a lot of flack right now for allowing the use of their sticks in the broken format. And it's only going to be a matter of time, I'm guessing possibly 6 months, maybe 12, when Amazon's going to finally reach a point where they're going to just have to shut that all down. My stick, you're not using third-party anything. The stick, it's a HDMI Windows 10 based mini computer. It's got a quad-core Intel processor. It runs just as fast as most of your new laptops, economy beginner brands. Granted, it's not running like an Alienware game system, but it's running a heck of a lot better than the Android systems are. The other thing, I've loaded this computer, this mini computer, with tons of software to keep it running fresh, keep it free of bugs and any issues. The first thing I did was I downloaded, it's called Advanced System Care, and it's by IOBit, which is a great company. They've got a bunch of different products that I use. I use their free stuff for years now. I've been building computers since 1999. I finally bought my first computer late 98. It was a Windows 3.1 based computer, and I found out buying used, you got crap. So I then bought my first Windows computer, I believe it was XP was the next one. I bought that from a computer company. And again, I was buying somebody else's stuff. I really didn't like it because it wasn't my own. So I went online and I started researching, and I figured out I'm going to build my own computer. So from 1999 up until towers became obsolete. I know they're still out there, but really for the most part, if you're going to buy a computer, laptops or tablets are the way to go. But while towers were the number one thing, I built my own towers. I built towers for friends. Another thing I've done is I've serviced friends' computers and acquaintances for well over 10 years now. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't do anything half-assed. I always do a lot of research, and I'm going to make sure that if I'm working on something for you, it's going to be the best of the best. You're not going to get crap, and you're not going to be disappointed. But if for some reason you are, I'm going to say it again. All you have to do is return the product to me, and once I get the product back and I make sure that you didn't dip it in Coca-Cola or do anything to it, I'm going to send you your money back plus the cost of shipping to return the product to me. I have no problem with that. I have faith in the product. I've been making these products now and testing them for over 4 months. I started off with an Android-based system. I was not happy with it. It was not up to snuff. It was slower. It bogged down a lot. Where the Windows 10 based system is a lot faster and it's a lot cleaner and there's a lot less issues. The other thing is I've been a business owner and business starter since I was 11 years old. I've run dog walking and dog sitting businesses, and like everybody else, I cut grass and mowed lawns and shoveled walks and did all that stuff. I also owned 2 paper routes at the same time, and of course I had some guy from Facebook go, well, everybody's owned a paper route. The only difference is, people, is I wasn't doing the papers. At 11 years old, I was hiring 3 friends of mine to actually deliver the papers, except for the Sunday edition, because of all the ads. My father and I delivered Sundays. He was a great guy. I miss him. Anyway, they got paid a weekly salary, plus once a month I'd take them down to the bowling alley down the street, and I'd buy them games of bowling and lunch. Why? because that's the type of kid I was. I was an entrepreneur. And even at 55 years old, I still feel that way. Sadly, 2 years ago, I was physically injured, and now I can't do the type of work I did for over 40 years. So was very depressed for 2 years, and then I finally pulled my head out of the anal crack and said, hey, there's got to be something that I can do that will help me and help other people. And my friend was going to buy a Fire Stick. And I said, you know, before you spend the money on an Amazon Fire Stick, please let me, I'm the guy who's fixed your computers, I'm the guy who told you when your tower was finally time to retire, let's get a laptop. So I said, please, give me some time and let me research these Fire Sticks before you go and make the purchase. And I'm glad I did. Now, my friend Frankie Dardano, he's been testing my Fire Stick now, or excuse me, my Big Stick now for over 4 months. He never even bothered with the Fire Stick. I started him out 2 months prior to that with a different build. It was the Android build. I decided we weren't happy with it. I wasn't happy with it. He wasn't really too happy with the way it worked. So I said, let me go a different route. And I found these mini computers. Now again, I'm telling you, if you plugged a multiple port USB into this little stick and you plugged it into the back of your TV and you plugged in a portable hard drive unit to it and you plugged in a wireless keyboard and mouse, this stick will run just like a Windows computer. It will do everything a Windows computer will do. But what I did is I took all the stuff that Windows puts in it that was unnecessary for my product and I got rid of it. You're not going to have any of that crap in there. And I made the stick totally AA rated, which means it's autonomous and it's anonymous. So nobody knows when you're on, nobody knows what you're doing, nobody sees anything. The other thing it is it's totally portable. It is portable to the point where you can take it anywhere you want to go. If you have an HDMI jack on your laptop computer or your tower, you can actually plug this stick in and it will work on your computer. Or you can plug it right into the back of your TV using the jack and using the wireless keyboard. Now I went with a mini keyboard for the big reason, as I said earlier, it's not only lit, but who wants to have to mess around with a keyboard and a full-size mouse, wireless or not? You're trying to watch a movie, maybe you've watched one movie and you want to look for something else. You've got the setting nice. Do you really want to bump the lights on and have to fart around with a full-size keyboard? No, you don't want to do that. That's why I decided to use the smaller keyboard. And I'm going to go over how the keyboard works, but I really wanted to give you another video of the reasons why I'm using this stick. My next video is going to get more into the extras that I put on the stick for your safety and for your benefit. Thank you, and this is the Big Stick.